Oh my god, so my hair, welcome to real life. This is my crazy hair. I just wanted to do a little intro. I'm gonna go through and do a little tour of my makeup drawers, kind of vlog style, and show you guys how I organized everything. I have a lot more makeup than the average person, but I don't qualify myself as really like the YouTuber version of makeup. Yes, I have a lot. I do try to use most of it. If it's not being used, I do get rid of it. I used to have a little bit of a hoarding problem, and I'm a lot better now about just getting rid of stuff if I don't use it. So just keep that in mind. I use most of it. And then I do have a lot of products that are coming in that I just get rid of because they're just things that I'm not going to use. So yeah, stay tuned for a little tour of my new makeup vanity and my awesome new makeup room. Okay, so here is a little pan of my new makeup vanity. I do have a makeup room tour that I just did. Sorry about the awful lighting. Once again, it's nighttime and I'm filming Story of My Life, and I'm just going to show you guys my kind of organization of my makeup collection. Okay, so I'll give you a little pan of the top of the vanity. I do have a tour of my makeup room. It's awful lighting in here. I just got home from work. Today is 35 weeks pregnant. I'm exhausted. Working 6 days a week is getting to be a lot, so I've been working a little bit shorter days, but I'm tired. So I'm gonna just do a quick little go through of my makeup vanity and how I organize my makeup. So I talked about this in my room tour. This is just a jar from Goodwill that I got that I put my makeup sponges in. And then over here I have like my daily makeup brushes that I use and filter out with the ones that are in my window over here. These are all the clean ones. And then my makeup palettes that I filter through, I use them for like a week or two, and then I put all new ones in except for a couple that stay in there. And then I put usually my beauty blender sponge that I'm using and a paper towel or a wipey in here for that I'll use for a day or two, and then I filter those out and wash them, which is what this is. This one needs to be washed and this is going to go in the garbage. This is a mascara I just opened from Elizabeth Mott. It's okay. I mean, it's not like my favorite, but it is what it is. So I have two sides. I have this side and then I have this side. On this side, I have my daily makeup. So in here I have, I'll go through it real quick. I have some bronzer sticks. Right now my favorite is the KK Beauty ones. I love them. I use them all the time. They're almost out. And then a couple drugstore ones. This next one I really like, that I'm trying to go through. So I don't know if anybody, this is so disgusting, uses these, but these are the things that come in your palettes, and I like to use them to fan my face because they're floppy and big after I put my setting spray on, because I don't have a fan in here, so I just leave that on top. Back here is some little eyeshadow chubby pins. Nobody really talks about these, but look, this one got all squished because I put the lid on way too much. Whoops, bummer. These are great just to put under glitter versus putting glitter glue on there, because the glitter glue is so tacky that I like these because they are gonna add a little bit of tackiness, but not so much that it's stuck on there. These are just a little bit of the Stila glitters eye topper things that I've been trying. This is almost out. I'm trying to use up some of the stuff that I have in here. It's a Tarte primer. It's pretty good. I like it. And then as far as lip products go, I literally don't wear them. I have barely any compared to most people. I just like this Dose of Colors one. There's a Lorac actual lipstick, and then a Makeup Geek one. They're all the same color because this is just the nude that I like to wear. Some eyebrow pencils that wouldn't fit in my little thing. This is the setting spray I'm using right now. I think it came in a boxy. This is the first time I have ever gone through a setting spray bottle ever, and I just love this stuff. So Also, there's like another little glitter topper. These are all my eyebrow pencils that I'm trying to use up. So this is all like eyebrow products that are like 3/4 of the way full, and I literally just like switch them every day. And so there's like some It Cosmetics ones in here and some drugstore ones, ABH, just different ones that I'm using, trying to actually use the product up instead of buying new stuff, because I do have some new ones that I haven't opened yet. And then same thing goes with eyeliners. These are ones that are all open, that are like, this is my favorite eyeliner of all time. I think it's fantastic. It's like a more liquid style. And then I have some, this one I put in here because I was going to open, but I'm actually going to not open it because I want to just make sure that I'm using. So one of these is empty. Actually 2 of them almost are, and I'm just trying to like get all my use out of them. Concealers I have in here. This is my favorite concealer of all time. It's by Kaja. I've ordered it multiple times. I really, really like it. I'm also trying to use this Dose of Colors one up and this Pretty Fresh from ColourPop. I'm trying to kind of test out. I don't love it, but it is what it is. And then for face stuff, I just have a little bin here that of stuff. Once again, I'm trying to use products up. So I have the 2 bronzers I'm using right now. I don't own a lot of bronzer because I use the same stuff like all the time, which is cream contour. And then I just have a little bit of powders. I have the KK Beauty and the balm that I'm using right now. Highlighters, I'm using a couple Becca ones. There's a like a pressed one, and then a more of like a cream one. And then I have a Ofra pressed powder that I'm trying to use up, a little green like color corrector, and then a drugstore little butter blush that I've been using for a few days now. And then I do filter those out. For over here, I have the primers and foundations I'm using. This is my favorite foundation of all time. Thank you to Jessica Braun. I absolutely love it. I just think it's the best. And then also down here I have this, ignore my, I have this Juvia's Place one that I've been trying out. It's really dirty. It's like almost gone. I did use it for a while and loved it, and now that I'm pregnant, my skin's different, and it doesn't work anymore. It's like super cakey and too thick. And then 2 primers I'm trying to go through, which is the Cover FX one, the blurring one, and then this hangover, Too Faced hangover. So those are 2 products I'm just trying to, I just really am trying to make an effort to like actually use products and not let them sit. This is all of my setting sprays. This is just some other concealers that like are okay and I like them, but they're still full enough where once I go through some of the ones in the top, I'll switch them out. This is my moisturizer that I'm using right now. Again, I try to just have one open until it's empty. I really like this. It's Daily Greens by Pharmacy. It's fantastic. Some hair tools, eyebrow razors, hair ties, and then these are my setting sprays. Again, most of these are full, so like I think the only ones that are empty are this guy is almost empty, and then this Smashbox one is almost empty. The rest of these are mostly full, and then once I get rid of one, I filter it out and put a new one in. So like you can see, a lot of these are like literally brand new and full. The next drawer is my blush and bronzer. Actually, this isn't my bronzer, I lied. This is my highlighters. So my favorite highlighters are the Becca and the Ofra highlighters. I just think that they're the best. I have a couple random ones in here. The Too Faced ones are pretty good. I have some pretty vulgar ones and some other random ones that are pretty good that I just kind of filter out. But overall, the Becca and the Ofra ones are my favorite, which is why I have so many. For blushes, it's kind of all over the place. I'm not a huge blush person. I kind of just use whatever, and I just don't really care. So I have like a smorgasbord of them. I have some Urban Decay ones and the Tarte ones. These ones last a really long time. And then I have the Balm and Pretty Vulgar and some drugstore ones from like Milani and stuff. And there's a backup of the Misa BB cream off of Amazon, which I love. So yeah, that's just that in these little like clear acrylic bins I got off of Amazon in like a big set. This drawer is all my eyeliners. I used to do a lot of Halloween makeup, so I have gone through this 2 or 3 times and got rid of anything that was dry or gross or old. I do keep these on hand just for if I do want to do a colorful look, but this is one of the probably the only drawers I don't filter out as much as I should, but I just can't bring myself to like get rid of all of them because I have so many and I just don't want to have to like repurchase them if I want a certain color or something. So there's just all different, some of them are more liquid style, some of them, I got some chubby pins in here and stuff, so that's that. This drawer is my little measly bronzer collection, which is really just butter bronzer, and then a couple other ones that that are okay, but I mostly just use the KK Beauty, to be honest with you. These are my primers that are yet to be opened yet because I'm trying to use the other 2, and then I have some new ones that are still in the box that I haven't put in here, and then there's a whole bunch of different like color correctors in here also for when I wanted to use that. I have the Glossy Balm moisturizer that I really like that I have a backup of because I am using the Daily Greens till it runs out, finishing off this one, and then I'll switch them out. Some petroleum jelly because you never know when you're going to need that, and some other just like little tools and pins and stuff. This is my lip collection. There's a couple like colorful ones for when I do my makeup looks that are more like Halloween themed, which I haven't done in forever, which is why this used to be like 10 times the amount, and I was like, literally, why? Like, I never wear them. So I just kept some of my favorite ColourPop ones, which I honestly could get rid of pretty much everything in this drawer and I wouldn't even remember. So I might at some point just kind of repurchase a few nicer ones. There's a few in here that I do kind of like that are interesting. And then there's some that like I don't wear red lipstick, so why do I have red lipstick? I don't know. More eye topper glitters that are mostly Stila that I do like to use. And then the bottom drawer of both of these is full of subscription box stuff that I'm not planning on using. So this will go into like a giveaway for family and friends, or I will just get rid of it, or save it for birthdays and holidays where I can do little care packages for my family and friends. And then on this side, I have on the top couple drawers, I just went through and decluttered this. So I had 3 drawers of palettes, and I got it down to 2. So I have what's up in that little bin, and then I have a whole bunch more here. Mostly all of these are like what's in here, drugstore, and a whole bunch of like ColourPop ones that I filter out and use. The blood sugar I like, and then down here is pretty much the ones that I really like. A lot of people don't talk about the old school stuff, but like I still use my Too Faced and Urban Decay palettes all the time. And I really like them. I even have a couple Kat Von D ones that I really like that are pretty old, but I still really enjoy them. So that's what I have for palettes. A lot has been gotten rid of because I just culled down my collection to what I was actually going to use. In here we have setting powders, and then I have a couple spots of just extra stuff that I haven't tried or haven't opened. So I don't know, with setting powders, I prefer the loose ones. So I have like a Tarte one and a Becca one, NYX, Too Faced, Pretty Vulgar, and just other ones, Maybelline, It Cosmetics, KK Beauty, and a Pixie one and stuff that I just kind of filter out as these take forever to go through, so I just like will use one for a week and then I'll switch it out with something else. And then there's some products that I have gotten that I haven't tried yet. So like these Natasha Denona blushes I want to try. They're the duos. And there's a Fenty mascara in here and some other stuff that I do want to try. Even there's like a powder once I go through some of the excess that I have. Foundations, I don't have a ton in here. I pretty much just always wear the same stuff. So I wear my Misa BB cream off of Amazon pretty much every day. If I don't, I will use my Bye Bye foundation by It Cosmetics. And then there is some other ones. Tarte makes a couple that I like. Becca makes a couple I like. I did like this Lancome one, but it was like too light, and I did actually like the Chanel one, but it's too dark. So most of these are all drugstore ones that I just use depending on my skin, but like I said, I pretty much just use like a lighter coverage right now with the state that my skin's in being pregnant. This one is not even full. These I think are dirty sponges, and then these are clean ones that I haven't used yet, so I kind of just filter through those. And then there's more just like glitters and eye toppers for when I do more colorful stuff. I don't use these very often. And then an empty one that I took a few things and organized out. This is my little lash collection for when I want to wear lashes, which is very rarely, but I do have a few pairs in here just for when I want to use them. I don't wear them very often, like maybe literally a handful of times a year. I'm mostly there for pictures. And then this is products that I've got that I am waiting to open once the other ones run out. So like I like this her eyebrow pencil, it works really good. And then I've got 2 or 3 mascaras. Again, that other one could probably go in here wherever it's at. That I don't like to have more than one mascara open because I don't like that they dry out. So even if I don't love it, I use it for like a good month until I can't take it anymore, and then I chuck it and then I replace it with a new one because I just don't like to have, I see a lot of makeup hauls and people on YouTube and they have like 10 open mascaras, and I'm like, but how do you use those all before they dry out? I'm also like to get minis sometimes to try before I try the full size, but a lot of these came from a lot of this stuff comes from like the subscription boxes and stuff, so it's not that, you know, it's expensive or full price, so I'm able to try them. And most of the ones I try I like. I'm not really particular on mascara. So, and then again, like the other side, this is full of just palettes that I'm not going to use, that I've gone through and decided that I just have a lot of the same, like these are really pretty, but I just have a lot of the same colors. So, or they're colors like this lilac one, I'll just not use it. It's just not a color scheme that I'm going to use. So just more stuff that is going to go into my box. I just put all of this stuff in here. So I will be getting rid of everything that's in here and everything that is also in that other, oh my god, I need a vacuum in here, the other bottom drawer. So that stuff will all just be gotten rid of, and then I will put something else storage wise in these 2 bottom drawers. So yeah, that is my, oh my god, trying to stand up when you're pregnant is awful. That is my kind of makeup collection. Okay, so my hair is crazy. I went out to check the mail and it was raining, and I came back in and it was all puffy, but that was a little quick go through of my makeup. I'm really trying to be conscious and thoughtful of my collection, and I used to have about maybe like 10 times the amount of the stuff that I have now, and I'm just trying to actually use products up, and it got to the point where it was like out of control and stuff was going bad. So it's just, it's unnecessary to have the amount that I had, and so I still have a lot more than the average person, but it's much better than it was before, and I am actually using products up and filtering them out. So yeah, so stay tuned for more videos. Thank you to my awesome boyfriend, and we will see you in the next video.